Hello, I'm Redwood, and welcome back to Valheim. Today we are once again joined by Darius, who is back at the base doing a little bit of work, and I am still up here in the mountains where we left off in the last video because we got this nice one-star wolfie friend to come into this pit with us. And while I was waiting for him to tame up, I saw some wolves in the distance, so I shot an arrow off near one of them, got his attention, and it ran over here, and it's kind enough to get in the hole to tame up with the first wolfie friend. So, soon we will have some wolves. We can take them back home after we get them all tamed up. Unfortunately though, that's going to take a while. This is already my second day, and I've gone through 2 nights with them in here. And I just checked a few minutes ago, the 1-star is at the mid 40s, and the other one is in the high 20s, maybe early 30s by now. So I have probably another 2 days in game to wait. I wonder if it would help if I get down lower. I'm gonna try that, just to be closer to them. And in the meantime, there is nothing for me to do, so I'm just kind of walking back and forth, working on my stealth skill. Because what else would I do? I can't leave the area or they might despawn. And there's nothing to build here or craft or anything. So it's just kind of me standing around next to the portal. Alright. We're bringing the wolves home. Alright. Tower's looking good. Alright, so you're making some defenses to keep people away from the door?
Yeah.
Nice. See, this is where I was thinking that the iron bars would look good. If we put the doors on the inside half of the stone, then we could have the iron bar cage walls kind of coming out of the top of the arch. And it would look like a raised portcullis.
I like it. I'll work on doing that.
Cool. I will, oh, hey, careful.
Oh.
Wolfie friends are getting bitten. Come on, Wolfie friends, inside.
Ow, apparently I'm also getting bitten.
Yeah. I want them to get inside before they die. We're a lot of work. Stay. Yeah, that was looking good in here.
There we go. A little more space. Nice. Alright, we got some stuff done.
Yeah. Well, you did. I just stood around for a while.
Hey, you got wolves tamed, so.
Yep. Where were you thinking of putting the stairs up to the upper level?
So I had them on the side here originally, but what I'm thinking is I'm gonna do like a little spiral staircase type thing moving up there, and it'll just be like right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could also build it up the inside of the wall when we build the facade on the wall.
Yeah.
And then that would
Oh, that's a good idea.
be an easy way to have it. Got a nice view from up here too. Be great for shooting things.
Yeah, I really like how it ended up turning out.
Good. Alright, well, we will do some more building in the meantime. I will probably finish off Overlook Sanctuary.
Sounds good.
We'll go exploring mountains next time.
Sounds good. Alright, I will talk to you later.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
So I was thinking about doing some more work on Overlook Sanctuary and finishing that area off, but I don't have that much time to work, and I want to do some projects around here to spruce the place up. You can see we've got our wolves here, Max is out running around. That's my brother's dog. And Remus, and I can't remember the name of the other dog, is around here somewhere. Those are Darius's dogs. One of those two is Remus, I believe. So to get us started, I've put together a little bit of a project kit. And I think I want to go get this one out of the way real quick because it's going to be super quick and simple. And now that we've got some onions, I want to add a couple onions back here to grow up and be all seedy. And that will really make the area look a little bit better with having multiple layers, both of height and color and so on. So let's just do 1, 2, and 3, because I still don't have a huge amount of onions, but there's also not a huge amount of space. And it looks like they all have enough space. Excellent. Alright, so when that's all done, then I'll go ahead and turn that back to grass. Now, let's get on to the big project I want to work on. So, I threw up this sea serpent head on here, and then I joked about turning this into Dragon Bridge. And Darius loved the idea, I still love the idea, but this roof is all wrong. Dragons don't have straw, so we need to rebuild the roof to start off with. There we go. Now our dragon has scales. That's looking so much better already. It even kind of blends in a bit with the head itself, which is nice. Alright, now we need to get some wings, because all proper dragons should have wings. Unless, of course, you're like looking at Asian dragons or something. But, you know, I live in America. Our dragons have wings. Alright, the sun has come out and the skies have cleared up. I have been struggling to try and reinforce this support so that I can build out more. And to do that, I've taken and put some stone pillars down here, and then played around with the supports here so that we've now got this one to be blue, and that's adding a lot more support up here. Blue means that it's the strongest level possible, usually meaning directly connected to the ground. So here it's connected to the ground and then coming up through here. Ooh, what if I have the wings come out from there instead of here? How supported is that difference? Okay, so that's a nice green. Oh, that's more of a yellow green. Yeah, that's making a lot of difference. Okay. I like that. Let's go with that. And break these two. That'll give us a lot more support here. Alright. Well, I've been waiting for the sun to come up. I came over and I checked on the onion seeds. They're growing up nicely. I actually like it. I was debating on if I wanted to change the ground here back to normal, or if I wanted to let them grow all the way up, because if you change the ground right now, it'll stop them from growing and they won't be able to grow anymore. But I think I want the little black dots or little dark colored dots in the seeds to help contrast with the carrot seeds a bit more. So we're gonna let them grow all the way up, and we'll check on them again in a bit. And while I was here, I moved some of the extra cargo boxes up to the top up there, just because there was too many down here, and I wanted to bring them into this area. I also want to bring some more over and put them here, and maybe like one right here, a couple over here, and just have them more spread out so that they're not just in one spot. That'll make them look better overall. But look how those wings came out. I think that's actually pretty good. I'm kind of surprised. Ooh, and Idian. Yeah. All in all, Dragon Bridge is starting out very nicely so far. But the next thing that Dragon is missing is a tail. So we still have some core wood, so let's try and add on a tail. Alright. That's looking good. You can see that tail pretty nicely. I actually decided to go with the dark wood just to help blend the tail of the, or the color of the tail with the color of the roof a little bit better. And that way there, hopefully it all looks like it's part of the same thing. I wonder if I should redo the wings in dark wood. Just the wing supports with the dark wood. That's an expensive sounding thought, but I have a little bit of dark or tar left. Okay, so from back here, where you can't see the head, it actually still looks pretty good. Although the tail definitely stands out. You can't see the roof as well from this angle, and the tail looks kind of the wrong color. But I don't necessarily think that'll be a huge problem either. Let's try replacing some wings with the tar and see how that looks. You know, it's a subtle change, but I do actually like that better. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and replace the other side too, and then we should be about done with Dragon Bridge. Alright, so both wings of Dragon Bridge have been finished up with the dark wood supports, and I think that's looking pretty good. Now, there is the last thing that I want to do with the bridge. And I can actually break that, cover that back because I'm going to need that again. So we've got the fishing pond here, and I've got this little net here to try and keep the fish from being able to swim across. But I thought it would be nice to see if I could put that underneath of here and try to keep it a little bit more hidden and out of the way. There we go. That's visible, but barely noticeable. That should make it much nicer net. Now I can also break out this little bit of an eyesore type net. There we go. Oh, while I'm here and working on this area, I have been meaning to build just a little bridge across here because I run across this area all the time. Don't need much or anything fancy, just a little bit of a bridge. Even that's too tall. Let's try there. Go across like that. I can't get up over here. There we go. This side, just cancel like that. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and break and replace this beam so that's straight. Alright, and then a little bit of support here. We're gonna support the detail work. There we go. Just a nice little bridge that I can just sprint across real quick. Come on over here and go into my house. Alright, excellent. Ooh. These onions are almost done. Yeah, see? That color's so much better than this color. And it'll go with the carrots much nicer. Oh, but it won't be long and we can see for ourselves. Okay, now we have this area here that's what I want to tackle next. This used to be our starter farm area, and it got the ground raised up right here, But now this kind of looks a bit unsightly, and I want to see about fixing that. Plus, while we're working on it, we can also fix kind of up around that area and see if we can't make this look a little bit nicer with some planters or something. Alright, while I was repairing my tools, I realized I had the bee from the beehive I broke outside of my house. So I grabbed the other two that we had and just throw them out here so we can harvest the honey. And we'll make a nicer area for them later, along with or expanding the farm. Because the farm is not big enough and there's no place for onions. So, we need to redo the farm. We've got a good amount of seed space, but then when we take and we replant the seeds, we don't have a whole lot in the way of turnips or carrots left. And so we need a bigger space for them to grow. We also need to expand and have a space for the onions to grow. It's kind of a stopgap measure. I just threw them outside like that, but that's a very short temporary thing. And it is time to go sleep again, which means I can use my bridge and not have to jump across the water. Oh, that's so much nicer. Man, running out of my house, that bridge really grabs your attention now. That's pretty cool. Alright. Speaking of that, there is another thing that I was thinking about doing. I need some pine wood. Here we go. I've got my raving embellishments on the inside of the house, but I don't have any raving embellishments on the outside. Now, the question is, do I like that because the branches kind of stand out a bit? What if I raise it up and mount it up higher? Oh, come on. Alright, I'm gonna roll with that for now and see how I like it. It almost kind of looks like it has a mustache. Okay, anyways, back to building over here, because we need to make this area right here look a little bit nicer. Oh, hey, are they done? Yeah, they're done. There we go. Doesn't that look better with, multiple colors and layers of height and depth? I like it better that way. Okay. It's too bad the turnips have such a, sickly yellow look to me. I'm not a big fan. Alright, I've got a nice retaining wall going here. And I've got a double column here, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. Kind of iffy on that. With it sticking up. Thought it would be a good idea, but on actually building it, I'm less convinced. Although, if I put some lanterns off that would probably look pretty good. But I don't really want to spend the resin trying to keep that full right now. Okay, and then we've got the retaining wall here. I've got a nice little spot for plants to grow. This sticks into the wall just a little bit, but you can't really tell. Especially if I take a little 1x1 wall and put it across there, then it will be completely invisible. And that actually blends in as part of the build anyways. That sounds right. As long as that isn't sticking out the front. Just tiniest amount, but I don't think that's really noticeable either. That's looking good. That looks like it's part of how it's supposed to be, and not covering up a little bit of piece of stone that's sticking through. So now we can go back through, plant some carrots and seeds in here, which I should go get some and do that real quick. Okay, let's go ahead and get some cropland. He always gets me every time. Even though I know he does that, always gets my attention. Okay, let's plant a few seed carrots across here. Do I want to keep this bowed out like this or just make it straight across? I think I like it bowed out better, because I think if it's straight across it'll look more manufactured, where bowed out looks a little bit more natural. like it's being done to hide the retaining wall, or to retain the ground. Okay, we want to try and keep our placement here pretty even and consistent. And then we'll come back through and plant a few onions behind. There we go. That should look pretty good when it's all grown up. Too bad you can't plant dandelions or thistle. I would love to be able to plant some thistle in there. All right, let's see. Do I want to do anything with this back area? I feel like if I plant too much in there, it's gonna look too full. Oh. So what happens if I throw a few carrots behind? Alright, everybody healthy? Going too crowded? Excellent. Alright, let's give that some time to grow up. And yeah, we gotta finish off this section. Alright, we need at least one more set of stairs going up to match the ground level. And I gotta make the ground level match here. Let's go ahead and throw out these behind here. Add in a little bit extra thickness because retaining walls need to be 2 blocks deep in order to contain the slope slope change. I shouldn't have to do anything too terribly special right there. Should snap. Oh, but it's snapping forward. Gotta do it like that. There we go. Alright, so we've got the retaining wall done now. It's looking pretty good. And these are not growing up yet, but they will. They're all still healthy. Yeah, also looking good. Okay, anyways. Got the retaining wall built up around here. And I got the slope back to looking nice. And up top here, we've got this whole area all flattened out. And the ground goes for the most part right up to the the stone, which is perfect. There's a few little dips like right here and over in here, so it's not 100% perfect, but it's pretty good. And it's hard to get 100% perfect on this anyways. Alright, so I'm really happy with that. That's giving us a nice space that we can build right here, and we've got this area right here going where we can expand the road, which is the next thing I should be doing. 3. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's get this road going and connecting it up. Oh, I'm out of stone. Actually, kind of surprised my stone has lasted as long as it has. Ah, it messed up my road. Or my road messed up the ground. And also, apparently there's rock right here. Guess I got my stone back. Must have been standing on a low part when I started moving. Alright, now we got the road all connected up. That's looking good. I don't know what I'm going to put here, but I think this would be a great place for a small building of some sort. I'm thinking maybe of putting the warehouse here, because I think that could be fun. Some sort of open structure would also be nice to be able to see out over everything. But we've got a nice road and path going through here. There's something that we need to add. Hi, Max. Who's a good boy? Yeah. Alright. I am still loving Dragon Bridge. It is silly and kind of ridiculous, but it actually turned out looking really good for being a very simple project. And I like that it adds a little bit of whimsy and ridiculousness to the area. But our project at the moment is this area. And the retaining wall is looking fantastic. I've got the plants growing a little bit in here. And I threw in this culling aid here. At least I think that's what you call it. Oh, if someone knows, let me know. Anyways, I love doing these. They look fantastic. They're great fun to run down. And I think that adds a lot to this area. Bringing this road right here into the center of town. Because this is going to be the main road that we're going to end up using. It goes right from the bridge down to the docks and my house. And goes right past the crafting hall up to the town center, where it's going to spread out and allow us to go to the rest of the town. So, in the future, Darius and I still need to figure out what we're doing for the town square, but I think this is a fantastic addition to the area. And I added some grass here so that it looks nice and pretty until we decide what we're going to build in this area. And all in all, I am very happy with the progress we made. So, we've done a lot of great beautification work today, making this area look very natural and alive. And if you have any ideas of what to build here, let me know down in the comments below. I kind of want to avoid any large building because I feel like it's going to detract from the area, and something a little bit lower would look better. So we could do an apiary in this area, but I kind of like Darius's idea of keeping that over by the farm. The thing I'm thinking of is maybe turning this area into a kennel, having some dog runs in here, and a nice little building over here, so that we've got a place to breed and work with the wolves at. Right now I just kind of have the original pair inside the barn, just because that's the place to keep them safe and contained for breeding purposes. But hopefully we'll get them their own place soon. Anyways, the village is coming along great. I'm loving it. It is fantastic, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. If you do, hit that like and subscribe button down below. I always forget to say anything about that, but I'm trying to be better. And until I see you next time, have fun gaming. Goodbye.